Dominoes! That's what I love to hear.
Feel stuck with your finances? Move your money to SoFi.
I jump up on the stage and do my money dance. I throw some money up and watch the money land. I do my money dance. I do my money dance. Jump up on the stage and do my money dance.
Move your money to SoFi. Earn up to $930 when you download the app and feel what it's like to get your money right.
There's something I want to ask you.
Oh,
The new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced iPhone camera ever, and I got it at T-Mobile.
I thought you were going to talk about forever.
This is a value that lasts forever, because when you get the new iPhone at T-Mobile, trade-in value is locked in.
So we can always have a new iPhone?
Yes. So, what do you say? Switch to T-Mobile with me?
Yes.
So we're going to T-Mobile!
Fall in love with iPhone. Get it on us now and upgrade every 2 years forever. Only at T-Mobile.
This is strictly business. This is Sparta!
There's Chip Lindsey on the left and Jamie Chadwell on the right. You know, we talked to both of these guys about the conditions here tonight because it's going to be pretty wet. Rain has stopped for the time being. We expect it to come back. Both kind of said, you know, unless it's a complete downpour, it shouldn't affect our offense.
Yeah, a little bit of rain. You talk to quarterbacks especially. It doesn't seem to bother them, but it's the wind, Clay, and we are seeing some gusting to some wind down there. That can really affect the pass game.
A little jet sweep. And getting loose into the secondary, it's Tez Johnson. Johnson inside the 20, and he's going to be out at the 15-yard line. Second-year freshman having a breakout year as a receiver, but he can do stuff like that, too, when he gets loose.
And I'll tell you what, Clay, last week against App State, leverage on defense was a problem, and there it was again. You see Alex Spillum, the safety, overrun, and then the great cutback. Big-time play. And, Clay, that's what this offense has been missing really for the past 2 years is the explosive play. Only 33 plays of 20-plus on the season. That makes number 34.
And Vidal carries there for about 5 yards on first down. Again, the tempo for Troy. Not as fast as it was a few years ago. They're going to try and use it, though, to run tonight. That's what Chip Lindsey told us. Vidal again in the backfield. Here's Watson off his back foot, kind of threw it awkwardly, intended for Deshaun Stoudemire. It lands incomplete, and that's going to bring up third down and 6.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to come back to Stoudemire, but it was great coverage, even on that little screen there. And again, this is where red zone, especially inside the 15 like this, where you'd like to be able to run the ball. Troy's been a little better at it, but we'll see what they go with here. The quarterback usually not involved in the run game, but I know they'd like him to be.
Watson to throw, steps into one to the end zone. Man wide open, touchdown Troy. That is DeAndre Lewis, the tight end, and they're using the tight ends a lot more in this offense this season. His third touchdown catch of the year, and Troy draws first blood.
That's huge. In Coastal Carolina, as we talked about, trying to get the bad taste out of their mouth, and that's not the way to do it. You mentioned the tight ends, usually a lot of 2 tight end sets anymore, and they just flat cut a guy loose. This is a very disciplined Coastal team, and we talked about their numbers defensively, but that's not a great start for them.
Brooks Buse comes on for the extra point, tacks it on, and it's 7-0. The tight ends had only 12 catches total the last 7 years. That is the 20th catch by a tight end for Troy this season, and it puts the Trojans on the board first here tonight.
Our crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich can make you feel a lot of things. The spicy one can make you feel, what's the word? Tingly? Yeah, tingly. McDonald's spicy crispy chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The lace lady, travel with grace, baby. I can't afford to cover the course of. Just because the seasoning and flow's already active. Only 4 years, you classic.
Every home should be a haven. IKEA.
You usually can't see pollen, dust, or pollution. But you breathe it all in every day while you're driving. And your only line of defense? A basic factory cabin air filter. Most ordinary factory filters only block dust, but it's easy to replace your basic filter and upgrade to an advanced PureFlow cabin air filter. PureFlow's advanced multi-layer antibacterial filtration technology blocks up to 99% of airborne contaminants from entering your vehicle, including dust, pollution, pollen, and odors. PureFlow cabin air filters with activated charcoal are also designed to boost the flow in your ventilation system, blasting clean, healthy air throughout the entire car. You can easily install a new PureFlow filter in minutes, all by yourself. Visit pureflowair.com to order yours today. PureFlow. Breathe better air.
I've been telling everyone, the secret to great teeth is having healthy gums.
Crest Advanced Gum Restore detoxifies below the gum line and restores by helping heal gums in as little as 7 days. Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America.
Hi, I'm Wolfgang Buck. When I started my online store, Wolfgang Buck Home, I knew there would be a lot of orders to fill, and I wanted them to ship out fast. That's why I chose ShipStation. ShipStation helps manage orders, reduce shipping costs, and print out shipping labels. It's my secret ingredient.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers.
And Wolfgang Buck.
Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
Troy takes the lead here in the first quarter. A 4-play, 79-yard drive in under a minute. Lewis with the touchdown catch. The big play coming from Tez Johnson. And they're looking for other receiving options because Troy wide receiver Reggie Todd is suspended indefinitely. Here's what we know. October 15th, there was a shooting at a high school game in Mobile, Alabama, when Troy was on the road to Texas State. The suspect in the shooting was reportedly found in Todd's apartment. Todd was reportedly unaware of the shooting or that the person in his apartment was a suspect. Todd was arrested for hindering the prosecution. He did post bond, and a hearing is set for November 2nd.
And on the field, they miss him a lot. He's a 6'5" target. We talked about the lack of explosive plays they've had. He was the guy that could do that, so we'll certainly miss him out here.
Now, they didn't miss him on that last drive. 4 plays and into the end zone for a 7-0 lead. Now we'll see what Coastal does as they try to get their offensive going. There's a penalty marker down on that return for Manny Stokes, as he got across the 20. Now, Troy's had this game circled for a while. They've lost the last 2 times they've played Coastal.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 20. 10-yard penalty. Snap.
Not surprising that there's some emotion here early on between these two. Looked a little chippy down there. Yeah. The last 2 games have been decided by 5 total points.
They really have, but for App State, it's been the penalties. It happened against App State. They had 6 penalties for 57 yards. A week before, they had 11 penalties against Arkansas State, and here they are early in this game with the same thing. They got to find a way to clean that up.
So Grayson McCall, 1 for 2 on the opening series, a 6-yard completion. Threw for 291 and a touchdown at App State. Was sacked 3 times and chased around a lot. This is certainly another big test facing this defense. On first down, looking to throw. Slides up, and that should have been caught. Dropped at about the 21-yard line, as Javon Hiley doesn't do that very often. Let's go down to Tiffany with more on Grayson McCall.
Yeah, guys, I was at that App State loss for them last week, and I can tell you, I never saw Grayson McCall get visibly frustrated on the sideline. That just speaks to the leader he is. His receiver, Javon Hiley, told me that it's just awesome having a guy back there to pick your head up.
Yeah, your signal caller has got to be a guy who's unwavering out there, and that's certainly Grayson McCall. He's confident in this system, and his confidence exudes out to the rest of that team.
Well, there's Likely with a catch. Isaiah Likely, one of the top tight ends in the country. Like you said before, wide receiver skills. But it's going to be 3rd down and fairly long here for Coastal.
And this is where Troy really thrives on defense. They love to bring the pressure. We talked about the nation-leading 31 sacks. Here's their first opportunity.
Call trying to draw Troy off. They'll check the play here. Jones in the backfield. They've only run it one time so far. They're going to throw it again here with McCall. Directing traffic. Now takes a hit and he's sacked. McCall is dumped at about the 13-yard line. It is Javon Solomon having a great year. That is his 9th sack of the season.
And this is, here it is, the attacking nature. Get the sack, the tackle for loss, and this was a 4-man rush. This was the exact game plan App State had last week. Drop 7 into coverage, give nowhere to go with the football for Grayson McCall, and then get after him. Troy executed that perfectly.
Robertson hit him first. KJ Robertson, the weak side linebacker. He'll turn 22 on Saturday. This punt away for Overson. Johnson's going to let it bounce. It's going to take a sideways hop inside the 40. And great field position for Troy to start the next series with just over 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter, already up by a touchdown. Saturday Night Football presented by Capital One. Sean Clifford and number 20 Penn State going to the shoe to take on Heisman hopeful C.J. Stroud and running back Travion Henderson in the number 5 Buckeyes. 7:30 Eastern on ABC. Stroud and Henderson leading that great offense. It's number 1 in the country, over 49 points per game.
Yeah, they put up 54 on Indiana last week. Stroud has 14 touchdowns in the last 3 games alone. And don't look now, here come the Buckeyes.
Now here comes Troy again. Little play fake to Vidal. They're going to swing it out to Tez Johnson. Johnson stood up and smashed at the 39. What a hit by Lance Boykin. Transfer from Old Dominion.
That's what Costal needed. Haven't really been playing well. Get a big hit here and try to get some momentum.
Defensive coordinator is Chad Staggs. Young, energetic coach. Been with Chadwell a long time. He's fired up about this defensive group. That's Shaheem Watkins, the free safety who lost a shoe.
See if it was a late hit when he was out of bounds.
No.
That didn't look like it to me. That's a good, clean hit.
It's a black swarm defense. That's
right.
what they call them.